Welcome back to the coin world, where we uncover the fascinating stories behind coins that many people overlook. Today, we are diving into the 1988 Philippine 10 Sentimo coin, a piece that might seem small in value but carries a rich history, deep symbolism, and connections to the country's evolving culture and economy. The 10 Sentimo coin is part of the Filipino currency system, where the peso is divided into 100 centavos or centimo. Even though the value of 10 centimo may not seem significant today, these coins have played a crucial role in everyday transactions, especially during a time when prices were much lower than they are now. The 1988 issue of the 10 centimo came at an interesting period in Philippine history. Just 2 years earlier, in 1986, the country had experienced the historic People Power Revolution, which brought down the regime of Ferdinand Marcos and restored democracy under President Corazon Aquino. The coin was minted during Aquino's presidency, a time when the country was reshaping its national identity. At the front of the 1988 10 centimo coin, you will find the portrait of Francisco Baltasar, also known as Francisco Balagtas, one of the greatest Filipino literary figures. He is celebrated as the Prince of Tagalog poets and the author of the epic Florondia at Laura, a masterpiece that reflects Filipino values, struggles, and aspirations. His presence on the coin connects literature and history with everyday life. The reverse side of the coin features the official seal of the Central Bank of the Philippines, known as Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. This emphasizes the authority of the institution responsible for monetary stability, reminding Filipinos of the importance of trust and control in the nation's financial system. The coin was made of copper nickel, giving it durability and a silvery appearance. Measuring 17 millimeters in diameter, it was small, lightweight, and practical for daily use. It may have been used to pay for jeepney fares, candies in sari-sari stores, or small household items, making it a part of everyday Filipino life in the late 1980s. Looking deeper into history, the 10 centimo coin represents the evolution of Philippine currency after independence. Earlier coins carried heavy Spanish and American influences, but by the time of the 1988 coin, the Philippines was proudly featuring its own national heroes, writers, and leaders. This was a powerful shift in asserting national identity. The presence of Balagtas on the coin also highlights the importance of language and culture at a time when globalization was influencing the country. Placing a Filipino writer on currency was a reminder of heritage, creativity, and resilience. The late 1980s were also a period of economic adjustment for the Philippines. After years of political turmoil, the Aquino government was working hard to stabilize the peso, control inflation, and encourage foreign investments. Small coins. The 2014 Philippine 25 centimo coin is part of the new generation currency BSP Coin Series, which was officially released into circulation by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP in December 2014. This coin marks a major shift in the country's monetary heritage and security. 2014. The Philippines had not updated its coin designs for several years. Older coins, including those from the BSP Coin Series, 1983 to 2017, were beginning to show signs of wear and were prone to counterfeiting. The BSP aimed to introduce a new series that would feature enhanced security features, national symbols, indigenous flora, durable materials. The 2014 25 centimo coin was released as part of the first wave of the BSP Coin Series. The new coins had simpler and more modern design. The year marked 2014, a clean and minimalistic layout. Juan Luna (1857 to 1899) was a Filipino painter and revolutionary. His masterpiece Spoliarium became a symbol of resistance and pride, and he was deeply involved in the Philippine struggle for independence. The reverse side of the coin shows an image of the Catmandillenia philippinensis flower, a native plant of the Philippines. The denomination 25 centimo, the official logo of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. The catman tree produces large, attractive flowers and is a symbol of biodiversity and native pride in the archipelago. The change from brass to nickel-plated steel reflects BSP's goal to reduce production costs while maintaining coin integrity, while worth only 0.25 php. The 25 centimo coin is essential for exact transactions, especially in public transport, market exchanges, vending machines. Despite its low value, it remains in daily use, particularly among coin-operated services. Each coin in the BSP series is symbolic. For the 25 centimo, Juan Luna represents nationalism and the power of art in revolution. Catman flower reflects the country's natural wealth. Minimalist design aligns with international standards for clarity and security. Upon release, some users criticized the similar appearance of lower denomination coins and size. However, collectors and nationalists appreciated the modern feel and patriotic elements. Traded among numismatists interested in the full NGC series. The NGC series continued with future updates and remains the current circulating coinage in the Philippines. The 2014-25 Sentimo Coin stands as a milestone of modernization and cultural celebration in Philippine currency history. The 2014 Philippine 25 Sentimo Coin is far more than just loose change. It represents a conscious shift by the Philippines to honor its heroes, preserve its environment, and protect its economy with modern design and security. Through Juan Luna and the Catman flower, the coin embodies both the nation's storied past and its hope for a resilient future. The 25 Sentimo denomination has existed in various forms since the early 1900s during American colonial rule. However, its modern journey began in the 1970s, as during the Filipino and Angie Bagong Lipunan, featuring Filipino heroes like Juan Luna in brass or bronze alloys. Able Series 1975 to 1983, reinforcing Marcos regime with updated inscriptions. BSP Series 1995-17, showcasing the BSP seal. These were mass-produced and widely circulated. The 2014 version reintroduces Juan Luna, who also appeared on older coinage, bridging historical continuity with modern aesthetics. Juan Luna is not only famous for his paintings but also for his active role in the propaganda movement. Alongside Jose Rizal and Marcelo H. del Pilar, he was a passionate advocate for reform under Spanish colonial rule and used his art to express nationalist sentiments. By placing him on the 25 Sentimo coin, the BSP highlighted the role of intellectuals and artists in shaping Philippine identity, an uncommon but powerful choice for scenes and rarely highlighted in public symbols. Its inclusion on the coin promotes ecological awareness, supports efforts to highlight indigenous plant species, emphasizes the beauty of local biodiversity. Catman is also a medicinal plant, traditionally used to treat coughs and stomach problems, tying the coin to the country's indigenous knowledge and healing practices. The 25 Sentimo coin, while small in monetary value, plays a critical role in low-value transactions, especially in public jeepney fares, traditional wet markets, palanquis, rural areas, where change is often scarce. Its consistent circulation keeps the microeconomy functioning, especially among low-income Filipinos. The 2014 coins were minted by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas security plant complex, located in Quezon City. BSP emphasized high-quality minting processes, uniform weights, and the 25 Sentimo coin follows a global design trend, cleaner lines and fewer elements, easy-to-read text for all ages, avoiding clutter that could lead to counterfeiting. This approach mirrors international coin designs in countries like Canada, Australia, and European nations. 2014, inflation had significantly reduced the real purchasing power of coins, like the 25 Sentimo. Still, BSP kept them in circulation to maintain correct change availability, preserve economic accuracy in pricing, avoid rounding errors in small transactions. However, some businesses started refusing 25 Sentimo coins, creating debates around legal tender laws and coin acceptance. The BSP and DEEP used the 2014 Coin Series in financial literacy campaigns, school programs to teach students about Filipino heroes, plants. The 1 Piso coin issued in 2012 is part of the new generation currency and coin series of the Philippines introduced by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP in December 2011 and gradually released into circulation in 2012. This coin represented a significant modernization in Philippine currency, reflecting new designs, security features, and a move towards more durable and efficient coinage. The release of the 2012 coin, the Philippines used the BSP series coins, which had been in circulation since 1995. These earlier coins were heavier, had a different metallic composition, and carried designs that the BSP wanted to update to better represent the nation's symbols and heritage. By 2011, the BSP aimed to introduce a unified, modern coin series that would be more secure, cost-effective, and easier to recognize. The introduction of the new generation currency coin series, the NGC coins, were launched to coincide with the BSP's new banknote series, ensuring design harmony. The 1 Pisa 2012 coin was one of the first to be minted and distributed. It featured updated artwork, new fonts, and a fresh metallic finish that distinguished it from the older series. The obverse side of the 2012 1 Pisa coin prominently features Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines. His portrait is sharper and more refined compared to previous versions. Other elements on the obverse include a large bold denomination 1 Pisa at the center, the wailing Vanda Sanderiana, an orchid species native to the Philippines, known as the Queen of Philippine Flowers for its beauty and rarity. The scientific name of the plant printed below the image. Fine details in the floral illustration, emphasizing national biodiversity. 2012 1 Pisa coin is composed of nickel-plated steel, chosen for its durability and resistance to tarnish. The wailing orchid highlights the country's rich natural heritage and biodiversity. The use of both historical and natural symbols aimed to balance patriotism with environmental pride. 2012 1 Pisa coin entered everyday transactions quickly and became one of the most commonly used coins in the country for small purchases, public transportation fares, and market transactions. Its bright silver appearance and slightly smaller size compared to older coins helped it stand out in wallets and cash registers. When first released, the new design received mixed reactions. Many praised its modern look and the tribute to national symbols, while some criticized it for being too similar in size to other denominations, which could cause confusion. Over time, however, Filipinos became familiar with its distinct features. 2012 1 Pisa coin is generally common. Uncirculated or mint-condition pieces can be of interest to collectors, especially first-year issues of the NGC series. Coins with minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or incorrect plankets can fetch higher prices. The Philippine 2 Pisa coin from 1985 belongs to the Ng Bagong Lipunan ABL series, which was issued during the presidency of Ferdinand E. Marcos. The ABL series started in 1975 as part of a political and economic reform program following the declaration of martial law in 1972. These coins were intended not only as currency but also as symbols of the new society vision that Marcos promoted. The ABL coins were distinctive because they bore the inscription Ng Bagong Lipunan on the obverse side, meaning the new society in Filipino. This inscription reflected the government's attempt to emphasize modernization, discipline, and national identity. The 19852 Pisa coin features a left-facing portrait of Andres Bonifacio, one of the key figures in the Philippine Revolution against Spain in 1896 and the founder of the Katipunan. Around the portrait is the inscription Republica ng Pilipinas, the denomination to PISO, the year of minting 1985. The slogan Ng Bagong Lipunante reverse displays the seal of the Central Bank of the Philippines, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, as used from 1978 to 1993. Surrounded by decorative elements, the seal symbolizes economic stability, trade, and monetary policy during that era. Its large size and heavy weight gave it a distinctive feel compared to other coins in circulation. The 2 Pisa denomination was relatively high value in 1985. During that period, 2 pesos could purchase small meals, multiple jeepney rides, or several goods at public markets. However, the Philippine economy was struggling with high inflation, foreign debt, and political unrest during the final years of the Marcos regime, which affected the real purchasing power of the coin. Political symbolism. As part of the Ng Bagong Lipunan series, the coin was a constant reminder of Marcos's political branding and the era's propaganda. National identity, featuring Andres Bonifacio, placed emphasis on the revolutionary spirit and independence, appealing to patriotic sentiment. The 1985 issue was among the last in the ABL series. After the People Power Revolution of 1986 and the fall of Marcos, coins with the Ng Bagong Lipunan inscription were gradually phased out in favor of new designs under President Corazon Aquino. The 1985 2 Pisa coin is popular among collectors of modern Philippine coins, especially those interested in the martial law era. Circulated examples are fairly common but can still fetch Philippine peso 50, Philippine peso 150 depending on condition. Uncirculated or mint condition pieces can be worth Philippine peso 300, Philippine peso 600 or more, particularly if kept in original mint packaging. Proof or specimen strikes, if available, are significantly more valuable. The 20510 peso coin belongs to the BSP New Design series, which was launched in 2000 as a replacement for earlier denominations. The introduction of the 10 peso coin marked a major shift in Philippine currency because it replaced the 10 peso banknote that had been in circulation for decades. The goal was to extend the life of the denomination, since coins last much longer than paper money. The late 1990s, inflation in the Philippines had reduced the value of money. The 10 peso note, which had been commonly used for jeepney fares, school allowances, and groceries, was wearing out quickly. On average, paper bills lasted less than a year before being too worn for use. Coins, however, can last decades. Thus, the BSP decided to issue the 10 peso as a bimetallic coin, making it more durable, secure, and practical. 2005 10 peso coin was bimetallic, meaning it was made from two different metals. Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Katipunan, was a revolutionary leader who sparked the 1896 Philippine Revolution against Spanish colonial rule. By pairing Mabini and Bonifacio, the coin honored two contrasting but equally important figures, the strategist and the fighter. 10 peso coin was the first Philippine coin to adopt a bimetallic design, which made it harder to counterfeit. Its unique golden ring and silver center stood out from all other denominations. This design was similar to other countries' high-value coins, like the €2 or the British £2, which also used bimetallic technology. The coin replaced the 10 peso note, which featured Mabini alone. Some Filipinos initially resisted the change, preferring paper money because it was lighter and easier to store. 2005 10 peso coin was widely circulated collector's value. Certain conditions and varieties. Coins with errors, misaligned strikes, double dies, missing details can fetch higher prices. Complete year sets of the bimetallic 10 peso series are popular among Philippine numismatists. 20510 peso coin represents everyday life in the mid-2000s. It was the go-to coin for transportation vending machines and daily allowance money for students. Its distinct look and heavy feel made it stand out among other coins. 20510 peso coin remained in circulation until the BSP introduced the new generation currency coin series in 2018. The newer 10 peso coin is smaller, single-colored, and features Apolinario Mabini only, not Bonifacio. 2005 bimetallic version remains a favorite among collectors because of its unique design and symbolic pairing of two revolutionary heroes. 2005 10 peso coin stands as a marker of Philippine history in several ways. It commemorates two national heroes central to independence. It represents a modernization of Philippine currency with advanced anti-counterfeiting measures. It reflects the economic realities of the early 2000s, when inflation demanded durable coins for daily use. The Philippine 10 peso coin of 2005 is more than just money. It is a cultural artifact that honors revolutionary 1 peso coin of 1990 belongs to the Flora and Fauna series, which was officially introduced in 1983 by the Bangko Sentral and Pilipinas (BSP). This series marked a significant shift in Philippine coinage design, moving away from the old Filipino series of the 1970s and early 1980s and ushering in a new look that combined Philippine national heroes with elements of the country's rich natural heritage. The obverse of the 1990 1 peso features the portrait of José Rizal, the country's national hero whose writings and martyrdom played a crucial role in sparking the Philippine Revolution against Spain. Rizal had been a central figure in Philippine coinage since the first Republic-era coins, but in the Flora and Fauna series, his portrait was modernized, showing a refined engraving that symbolized the updated style of the late 20th century. Around Rizal's portrait is the inscription, Republica ng Pilipinas, along with the year of minting, 1990. This placement emphasizes national identity and pride while keeping the focus on Rizal's enduring legacy. On the reverse side of the coin, the Philippine Tamaraw bubulus mindorensis is depicted. The tamaraw is a critically endangered dwarf buffalo species endemic to Mindoro Island. The decision to feature this animal was deeply symbolic. At the time, the Philippines was highlighting its biodiversity and raising awareness about conservation, and the tamaraw stood as a powerful representation of the country's unique and threatened wildlife. Along with the animal, the reverse carries the denomination 1 peso in bold lettering, making the coin easily recognizable. The coin was struck in copper nickel, a durable alloy widely used in circulation. Coins of that era, with a diameter of 28 millimeters and a weight of around 8.7 grams, The 1990 issue was quite large. Compared to the smaller coins of today, its size and metallic composition gave it a solid, substantial feel in the hand, a characteristic many Filipinos still recall nostalgically. Economically, the 1990 piso had significant purchasing power compared to the present day. In 1991, piso could buy items like jeepney fares, small snacks, or basic household goods. It was a coin heavily used in everyday life, circulating widely in markets, schools, and public transportation. Historically, 1990 was also a notable year for the Philippines. The country was under the presidency of Corazon Aquino, who had come into power after the 1986 People Power Revolution. The economy was in recovery, and inflation was a concern. But coins like the 1 piso remained vital in daily transactions. The BSP was in the process of modernizing its currency system, and coins, like the 1990 piso, reflected both national pride and practical use. Collectors today see the 19901 piso as a nostalgic piece of Philippine history. While it is not extremely rare in circulated condition, uncirculated, or mint condition, examples are valued higher among numismatists. Proof sets and special issues of the flora. The Philippine 10 Sentimo Coin from 1974, a small denomination coin that holds far more history than its size suggests. Though worth just a fraction of a peso in circulation, this coin is a living reminder of a transformative era in Philippine economic, political, and cultural history. By the end of this video, you'll see how this little coin became a part of the everyday life of millions of Filipinos and why collectors today find it so intriguing. The 1970 for 10 Sentimo belongs to the Flora and Fauna series, which was introduced in 1969 by the Central Bank of the Philippines. The goal of this series was to highlight the country's rich biodiversity and natural heritage. On the 10 Sentimo coin, you'll find the graceful representation of the wailing orchid, known scientifically as Vanda sanderiana. This flower, often referred to as the Queen of Philippine Orchids, was chosen for its beauty and its status as a national treasure. The obverse side of the coin features the seal of the Republic of the Philippines along with the text, Republica ng Pilipinas. This seal represented national pride and sovereignty, reminding citizens that even the smallest coin carried the country's official identity. The year 1974 marked its minting, making it one of the coins circulated widely during the height of the 1970s economic era. The 1970s were a turbulent period for the Philippines. Under the rule of Ferdinand Marcos, who had declared martial law in 1972, the nation faced both rapid modernization projects and deepening political unrest. Coins like the 10 Sentimo from 1974 were being used every day by Filipinos buying goods in markets, riding jeepneys, and purchasing basic necessities. This small denomination, though humble, was essential for day-to-day commerce. The choice of the orchid as a motif was not random. During this time, the government sought to project the image of a beautiful and bountiful nation, showcasing native flora and fauna. On coins was both an educational tool and a symbol of natural wealth. The wailing orchid was revered not only for its rarity but also for its representation of resilience and natural elegance. Minted in aluminum, the 10 Sentimo coin of 1974 was lightweight and inexpensive to produce. Its small size made it easy to carry in large numbers, though it was also prone to being overlooked or lost. Despite this, it circulated widely and formed part of the everyday jingling sound of coins in the pockets of millions of Filipinos. The economic environment of 1974 adds further depth to the story of this coin. That year, the Philippines was grappling with the effects of the global oil crisis, which triggered inflation and rising prices. While a 10 Sentimo coin may have seemed small, it played a role in completing transactions and making change in markets, where every centavo mattered. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Coins World. Today, we are going to explore the fascinating story behind one of the most iconic coins in Philippine history, the 1 piso coin from 1976. This coin might seem small and ordinary, but it holds an incredible story filled with history, culture, and the changing face of the nation. The year 1976 was a period of transformation in the Philippines. It was a time when the country was under the leadership of President Ferdinand Marcos, and the economy and society were undergoing significant shifts. Coins issued during this era carried not just monetary value, but also strong messages of national pride and identity. The 1 piso 1976 coin belongs to the Bagong Lipunan New Society series, which was introduced after the declaration of martial law in 1972. This series was more than just about currency. It was a symbol of the new society that Marcos wanted to project to the people. Every coin from this series carried the inscription, Angi Bagong Lipunan, signifying the government's campaign for reform and national unity. On the obverse side of the 1976 piso you will find the portrait of Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines. Rizal has always been an enduring symbol of freedom, knowledge, and the fight for national independence. By placing Rizal on the coin, the government sought to remind the public of the values of patriotism and sacrifice. The reverse side of the coin proudly displays the official seal of the Republic of the Philippines along with the words Republica ng Pilipinas and the denomination. 1 piso. The seal represented sovereignty, national pride, and the unity of the Filipino people. What makes the 1976 1 piso so special is that it came at a turning point in Philippine numismatic history. It marked the transition from the old designs of the pre-martial law period to a new, modern look that aligned with the country's political agenda at the time. The coin was minted in copper nickel, which gave it durability and a silver-like appearance, with a diameter of 29 millimeters. It was a relatively large coin compared to modern 1 piso coins. Its weight and metallic composition gave it a strong presence in the hands of the people. In terms of mintage, millions of these coins were produced, meaning they were widely circulated. Almost every Filipino in the 1970s and 1980s would have used the 1976 1 piso in their daily lives, whether for buying snacks at the sari-sari store or paying for goods in the local Palenque market. But while it was common back then, today, the 1976 piso has become a collectible piece. Many coin collectors search for well-preserved examples, especially those in uncirculated or proof-like condition, as they represent a significant part of Philippine history. The coin's connection to the Angi Bagong Lipunan movement makes it more than just money. It is a reminder of an era that was filled with both progress and controversy. For some, it brings back memories of order and discipline. Welcome back to my channel, The Coins World. Today we will dive deep into the fascinating story of the Philippine 5 piso coin issued in 2014. At first glance, this coin might look like just another piece of everyday currency, but behind its design and circulation lies an incredible history tied to the nation's culture, economy, and heritage. The 5 piso denomination has always been one of the more eye-catching coins in Philippine currency because of its larger size and the important figures featured on it. The 2014 issue continues this tradition, capturing the attention of both everyday users and coin collectors worldwide. To understand the 2014 coin, we must trace back the history of the Philippine currency system. The modern piso was introduced after the country moved away from the old peso, fuerte, and later Spanish-influenced monetary systems, evolving into the currency we recognize today. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP), established in 1993, played a crucial role in redesigning and securing the nation's coins. By 2014, the BSP had already been modernizing coins to make them more secure, durable, and symbolic of the country's history. The 5 piso 2014 coin belongs to the new generation Currency Coin Series, a line of coins designed to feature notable Filipino heroes while also reflecting national pride. This series aimed not just to circulate money, but to educate citizens about the nation's heritage. On the obverse of the 2014 coin we see the image of Emilio Aguinaldo, the first president of the Philippines and one of the most iconic figures in the country's fight for independence. His placement on the 5 piso coin elevates the denomination's prestige, connecting the coin directly with the spirit of freedom. Emilio Aguinaldo's presence on the coin is not just symbolic but a reminder of the sacrifices made during the Philippine Revolution against Spanish colonial rule. This makes the 5 piso 2014 more than just currency. It becomes a piece of historical storytelling in metal form. The reverse of the coin showcases the logo of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, reinforcing the identity of the issuing authority. Alongside it, inscriptions highlight the year of minting, 2014, making it instantly recognizable for collectors and historians alike. Composition matters as much as design. The 5 piso 2014 coin is nickel-plated steel, giving it both a silvery appearance and strong durability. This material was chosen to withstand years of circulation while also lowering production costs compared to precious metals. Its size and weight also set it apart. Larger than most other coins in circulation, The 5 peso naturally stands out in a pocket or wallet. This makes it not only practical for everyday transactions but also memorable for collectors. In 2014, the Philippine economy was stable and growing, and coins like the 5 peso circulated widely in markets, jeepney fairs, and sari-sari stores.